Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Episode 3, number 3. Um, yeah, Filmmakers Infomercial. Hopefully you guys have been watching. I know you guys have been watching because you've been loving the TV shows and the movies and the documentaries. Because, yeah, it's loyalty running through your veins. So this week we're gonna start off really quick. So last week I recommended a movie called Peppermint on Netflix. All right, and my buddy called me and he was like, "Yo, you're getting bad review. I'm gonna give you a bad review because it's not on Netflix." And I was like, "I just watched it a couple months ago." So I don't know what happened, but they obviously took it and put it on the international, so like you can't watch it in the U.S. anymore. I don't know why Netflix does that, but you can watch it in the U.K. So if you have like a VPN, you could probably bounce yourself to the UK and watch it. But also, I think it's on Hulu. So I obviously got to double check where movies are before I obviously shout it out, just to make sure that they are on the right platform when you check. Um, so yeah, Mabi, for those of you that probably tried to watch it, you know, yeah. So it's on Hulu, but yeah, sorry if it's not on Netflix, but or it's in the UK. So you know, all my Europeans out there. So first movie of this week, we got another casual viewing. So this is actually the movie that I recommended to my buddy. Shouts out BNAC. Um, he was like, you better give me a good movie. I was like, okay. So Wind River, okay. Jeremy Renner and Emily Olsen. As you can see, I'm a Marvel fan. I like, yeah. So Hawkeye and Emily or Scarlet Witch. For those of you that don't know names of actors or actresses, great movie. So it's pretty much based around this tracker in Alaska, and that's Jeremy Renner, and Emily Olsen is the FBI agent, and they're pretty much trying to solve this mystery of this Indian girl on this reservation that is killed. Super, super good movie. I actually really like this movie. If you watch the show Yellowstone, the guy Taylor Sheridan, the guy that created the show Yellowstone, wrote and I don't believe he directed the movie. No, he did. He wrote and directed the movie. So yeah, Wind River. It's a really good movie. Obviously, if you like Taylor Sheridan's work, I think you really like this one. Next is our quickie, or it's cat reviewing technically. It's called Utopia. This one it's a series. It's a 10 episode series on Amazon Prime. Now, interesting thing about the show, so it's technically a remake or an adaptation, if you will, of the UK version of Utopia. So both were on Amazon Prime. I'm talking about the one that came out in 2020. It's kind of interesting because it got pulled for certain reasons. It's a very eerie show, to be honest. Pretty much it's a show based on like this group of comic book fans that kind of find in this comic book series that kind of is very underground, that had a lot of innuendos to diseases and whatnot, and kind of preludes to a deep state, and so pretty much yeah, it's very eerie because it's from what happened in the pandemic. You'll watch this show and you'll be like, oh, okay. John Cusack is in it. He's like the Anthony Fauci guy, if you will. I won't ruin it. I think you should watch it. It got pulled from Amazon after one season, probably because of people thought it was too eerie of how similar what was going on in America, or the whole world, if you will, with the pandemic. So I think it's a really good show. It's a little got some violence in it, definitely some violence, but interesting show to say the least. So that's on Amazon Prime. And then the last one is it's called Worth. This one is on Netflix as well. Stars Michael Keaton, Stanley Tucci, and I forget the other lady's name, Amy Ryan. Everyone knows Michael Keaton. If you don't know the other two, you probably know their faces. But This one's based on a true story, and I believe Wind River is too. But this one I know is for a fact is based on a true story. It's pretty much the events right after 9/11. The Washington D.C. Or the government hires an attorney figure out the relief compensation for the folks and lives lost in the Twin Towers. And you know, I don't think anyone would ever want to take up this job of trying to put an equation to equate how much a person is worth, because life, um, it's you can't really quantify it in a, you know, um, in an algebraic or a formulaic form. It's everyone's life is worth something. Just because someone makes more money doesn't mean, and this is the problem in the movie that he obviously goes through, but the argument is someone's life worth more than another person's life, and it's a really fascinating movie. It's right around almost a full sentence. It's about a 2-hour movie, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Because of it's historical, it's biographical, it's a drama, and it's you try to put yourself in the shoes of that attorney, and then you put yourself in the shoes of hopefully you never have. Everyone has experienced that, of being in that situation of having family members or loved ones in a tragedy like that. But it's a really great movie, and I definitely recommend that. So yeah, that's it for this week. So you got Wind River, you got on Netflix, you got Utopia on Amazon Prime, 10 episodes, hour long, about an hour long, and then you got Worth on Netflix. So that's it, folks, and I'll see you next week. All right.